what do you want from Eric? He's not a magician. Was he not the guy that they were pouring water on his head and his head was steaming? He's not that same guy. It's the same guy now. So what do you by September 2025, which is this in the coming months? I don't know who will be holding the water. It could be Osimhen, it could be Lukman, none of them.
The new year always comes with a lot of expectations, and it's now the same for the Nigerian national team, who have appointed a new head coach in the person of Eric Chelle. Who is Eric Chelle and what does this mean for the Super Eagles? Well, welcome to Crossfire, brought to you by Life Scorbet. I am Anishilewo, Jimmy Anishilewo, and I'm here with Tunde and Tosin to discuss Eric Chelle's appointment as the Super Eagles head coach and what this means for the team going forward. So, Tunde, what do you think about this appointment?
See, I don't know what to think, to be honest, because this appointment came like out of nowhere. Basically, it was off the left field. It was never a guy that was among the original shortlist. But then again, 80% of people on our original shortlist we never could afford. We are the ones that 50 Cent sang that window shopper song for. You see, Nigeria and FC Barcelona, what do we have in common? We like looking at things we can't afford. We just stand in the transfer market and we're looking at managers. So, but Eric Chelle has been. He did a great job in Mali, the Malian national team. That's where his claim to fame comes from. And left Mali, went to the Algerian league with MC Oran. I don't know if that's a career move from Mali to the Algerian league to now Super Eagles manager. But I'm choosing to remain optimistic. I like to give people benefit of doubt until they fail. Then I'll say, okay, you have failed, then I have something to do. I'm not going to just be ignorantly attacking a man and predicting that he's going to fail. Of what benefit is that to me as a Nigerian? I want him to succeed. Can you say the same thing? I want him to succeed and return the Super Eagles to great heights. And I think that even from the start, it's already an historic appointment. I think it's the first non-Nigerian African manager I've ever had. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I very much think so. I think every other foreign manager has been from outside the continent. But I think this is the first foreign, but African.
Not foreign, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm choosing. I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know how exactly it rubs off on the players. I don't know if they're excited about it. I don't know if it's someone that they're eager to work with. There's a lot of unknown right now. But again, I'm choosing to stay on the side of the positive. And I wish Eric Chelle the best. I would say, and if I do say so myself, I would say it's arguably. I'm sure the ladies are going to love him. It's maybe our best looking manager. Pause. No intentions here, but I say maybe it's our best looking manager of all time. So at least even if I lose him, we can be looking at the fine person. So yeah. All our previous managers have always looked like the football they played. So we are hoping that I'm not expecting football to improve much, but at least the face on the sideline has improved. So improvement is welcome. That's my take.
Well, thank you for that. So, Tosin, Tunde has expressed a lot of optimism. Do you also share his sentiments, or do you have any other ideas?
The appointment of Eric Chelle is a distraction. It's a distraction.
To what? From
to
what?
The real issues plaguing Nigerian football. Like if you are let Milan, I'll have told you.
Oh, sorry.
The real issues plaguing Nigerian football. Eric Chelle is the fall guy. Eric Chelle is a scapegoat. Eric Chelle is a sacrificial lamb. And over the course of this year, we will see. When I told you in 2023, some people were talking about God can do it. We will see. If God is correct, if I am correct, we will see. As regards Eric Chelle's appointment.
Wait, what?
As regards Eric Chelle's appointment, look at it like this. Like I already said, I know what the football administrators in Nigeria want to do with him. They want to. It's Eric Chelle's fault, because at the end of the day, most Nigerians will put the blame at the footstep of whoever is in charge of the national team. But some of us who have been chronicling this thing with foresight, we know. So, for Super Eagles standard, what is the goal? What is Eric Chelle coming to do? What is Eric Chelle coming to do? Because the AFCON is in December. Technically, that's January. So, what is Eric Chelle coming to do with this national team? What is his target? Everybody knows, but nobody is going to say it. That's the corruption in the Nigerian football system. Everybody.
Are you going to say it?
What I've been saying since 2023. In church, we repeat myself in church. Yeah, that is the problem with Nigerians. With your, but it's not. You know what Eric Chelle has come to Nigeria to do? He has come to sell you false hope. That's what he has come to do, and that's fine. All of you buy into it, enjoy it, revel in it, keep your expectations up, and at the end of the day, when your hearts are broken into pieces, I will be there. I will be there. But I will leave it like that because if Eric Chelle is not a scapegoat, and you look at the firing of Raw, the appointment of Jose Peseiro, the reinstatement of Augustine Eguavun, and you see what is happening, then you already know that Eric Chelle what Igbeli handicap. You understand what they've just.
I just act like Finidi judge did not happen.
You know what? Do you know the funny thing about Finidi is this? I'm scared to talk about Finidi.
Why?
Because the last time we talked about Finidi, there were some MPFL journalists that were tagging me that you will get it. This. I don't. You see, all of them that are in cahoots, that have taken Nigerian football. That's another word for your dictionary. Anyway, all of them that are in that corroboration. All of you will get what is coming to you. All of you will get what is coming to you.
How am I?
You've taken Nigerian football to this particular point. You want to dump it on Eric Chelle. God will judge all of you.
Please, so I don't know what you're talking about, but back to you today. Now you've expressed a bit of optimism about Eric Chelle's appointment. What do you think this now means for the Super Eagles going forward?
It means that Super Eagles have a coach. Except you are referring to something else. That's all it means for now. We have already qualified for the AFCON. Do you want us to qualify for the World Cup? I don't think even appointing Infantino will change that. We are not going to the World Cup. I don't see how that changes. But yeah, what it means is that we have a coach. To Tosin's point, why do we appoint Eric Chelle now? Yes, it does seem like a pointless appointment now because the World Cup qualification campaign is not looking salvageable. If it does it, then collect Jose Peseiro's MON and give it to him. If he manages to do it, although it should not be burdened with such a because the water has passed Gary at this point before they brought him in. So I don't think that it's fair to put that on him. And we've already qualified for the AFCON. So I'm going to assume with Nigeria, you never really know. You can just assume. I'm going to assume that they brought him in for a project to give the team identity, to get the team playing a certain way, to work with this team for a while. That's what I thought they were going to do with Finidi, but it was not. It did not happen that we got fired after 4 games. I'm hoping that there will be a lot more patience for Chelle, but like Tosin said, it's probably just going to be another scapegoat that is fired after Nigeria fails to qualify for the World Cup that we were never going to qualify for anyway. So it's I hope not. I hope that is the other option. I hope that they genuinely want to build this time and they chose him as the best candidates that they could afford, and with reasonable targets, take us to AFCON 2026 in Morocco and do well. Hold your own in the World Cup qualifiers if you can qualify, fine. If you can't, but get Nigeria playing football in a aesthetically pleasing manner again. Maximize the potential of this team. Those are reasonable targets. But I don't know if unreasonable people can give reasonable targets. So I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath from a Nigerian perspective. But yeah, I wish Eric Chelle all the best. I hope that he knows absolutely what he's signing up for. Right now, Nigeria now knows who you are. There are just some jobs that same thing with Man United. Like there's no what's the upside to coaching Nigeria? Like, first of all, we will owe you money because no matter what the salary, if your salary is 20 now, they'll be fine way to owe you. I assure you.
You get MON. So.
The MON is conditional to winning something, and you are not going to win something. We've not won something since 2013. There's a reason we gave people that finish second MON because he resemble win. He don't take even second. We don't see. So like it's a coaching Nigeria is a lose-lose situation because it's not a financially well-paying job. It's definitely his biggest job on paper. There's absolutely no doubt about that. It's probably maybe he took it as it's going to be a launch pad to something bigger. You get to work with some of the best players on the continent, Osimhen, Lookman, and all of this stuff. Fantastic for him. But what is success with the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Because the fans will turn on you and get on your ass immediately. Things don't like you don't even get honeymoon period. Finidi was getting courses first game that we won. It was a friendly against Ghana. That we won 2 and people were already cursing him. They don't know that you will still have calm down. You still have more resistance to curse. If that curse no they finish for Nigeria. So like I really hope that the man knows what he's getting himself into. If you are fully aware of what you are doing and you get in and it doesn't work, then you know that okay you planned for it and it did not work. But if you come in naive, thinking that oh this is just another job, I assure you that you are going to regret it. But I hope it doesn't. I'm rooting for Eric Chelle.
All right, thank you for that. Tosin, same question for you. What are your expectations for the Super Eagles with Eric Chelle?
The Nigerian football fraternity and administrators, they don't do
Say fraternity. Say fraternity.
they do a good job at not releasing much details when it comes to expectations. And when you look at Eric Chelle, because this happened when they appointed Bruno Labbadia, and we talked about the expectations also. When you look at the pool of coaches available to the Super Eagles, because you are not getting the elite of the elite. We already discussed that. If you are serious about building a team, having an identity, you look at the F coaches, because you A, B, C, D, E. Nigeria does not qualify for that level of coaches. The F, G grade coaches. That is
the people that were previously F and G but are now I, J, K.
That's the FJ downward. Let's just put all of the FJ downward like that. That's the level of Nigeria. Among them, there are still some people, especially if you are going to appoint an African coach. I think maybe you take someone like Pitso Mosimane of South Africa.
For Pitso.
Like, if you are going to say, okay, we want to actually bring in someone of African descent, we already know what he did with Al Ahly and Mamelodi Sundowns in the Champions League. But you bring in Eric Chelle, it already shows your ambition. That's the first thing the appointment of Eric Chelle already does. And like I said in the first segment, that he's a scapegoat. That's just what it is. Because certain people who deem themselves football experts, technical directors, whatever the case is, when they get into positions and they find difficulty in those positions, they want to shift the blame and not take responsibility for their results. You understand? And let's bring in someone else who at the first time will actually find it difficult to, let's say, establish his blueprint. If there was a plan that, okay, we are planning for the 2030 World Cup, that's it, 5 years from now. Fantastic. We don't have leaders with foresight. We don't have leaders that think that far. We have leaders that think about their stomach, but that far, they don't think that far. So what do you want from Eric? He's not a magician. Was he not the guy that they were pouring water on his head and his head was steaming? He's not that same guy. He's the same guy now. So what do you by September 2025, which is this in the coming months? I don't know who will be holding the water. It could be Osimhen, it could be Lookman, none of them. Somebody I know that when they go to play South Africa, 2 games in September, that should be September 8th, September 9th. Maybe both of them will be pouring water on his head so that his head will not do overeating. That's just a simple truth. So all this one that they are doing, like, is some, have a plan for Nigerian football from the grassroots to the youth system. Have an identity. We don't have that kind of structure. We don't have those kind of leaders. We don't have those kind of administrators. And you will face the consequences. And you will deal with the results very soon. So we'll have further discussions about that.
All right. So where is Eric Chelle leading Nigeria to? Well, Tunde is optimistic. Tosin thinks that it's only a matter of time before he's sacked. Only the future can tell. But what about you guys? What do you think? Let us know about this in the comments below. I am Anishilewo, Jimmy Anishilewo, and this is Crossfire, brought to you by scapegoat. Well, we've heard their points. Tunde chooses to remain optimistic, while Tosin thinks that it's only a matter of time before Eric Chelle's appointment ends in disaster. Well, only time can tell. But what do you guys think? Share your thoughts in the comments. I am Anishilewo, Jimmy Anishilewo, and this is Crossfire, brought to you by scapegoat.